The most vulnerable man today is none other than Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. He seems to be cornered into a box, but the seasoned politician that he is, will he wriggle out finally? Let's debate. B.S. Arun, senior journalist, is joining us on the debate. Dr. Baswaraj Itnal, senior journalist and political analyst, and Professor Chambi Puranik, senior political analyst. All of them have joined us on this broadcast. Let's try and understand two aspects of it. First up, Mr. B.S. Arun, this open fighting between BJP and JDS, it started when HDK said, if he is there, I will not take part in this. He said, I am not taking part in the Yatra. Then, of course, he was coaxed into it. Today, imagine there is same Yatra, this side JDS, this side BJP. They are singing songs in praise of Vijendra. They are singing songs in, praise of Devegowda and HDK and Nikhil, everyone. What is the point?
Sudha, these two parties have been going together very strongly, ever since the Maitri, the alliance took place a few months ago, before the Lok Sabha election. There was no problem with these people, except that in Hassan, that the issue was there because of the Pritam Gowda issue, because of which there was some trouble in the alliance. Otherwise, Kumar Swamy has been made a union minister, has been given two powerful portfolios. So there was no issue as such. But then when the Padyatra started from Bangalore to Mysore, as you mentioned, the JDS demanded that Pritam Gowda should not be there. But then after the first day of the Padyatra, he surfaced, Pritam Gowda surfaced, and then started on the problem. I think at least at three stages, the JDU decided to part, with the BJP as far as the Padyatra was concerned. They were, following BJP at a distance. So, meetings were held separately. So, this showed that there was some problem between the two parties. I think tomorrow, we will know finally what stage it has reached. But I don't think, it will lead to a huge problem because of the alliance at the center. JDS is already a part of the NDA. So I don't think, it will be it will pose a big problem to the alliance. I think it's only the present issues that will be, ironed over.
Yeah, but the messaging, Arun, is very bad. They always had an ideological difference. This was a marriage of convenience. Just before the elections, they came together. Of course, HDK has been kicked upstairs. He's been made a union minister. But the point is that the problems have been there since now, and it's out in the open. I mean, the Karyakartas know, the cadre knows whether they're staying together or not staying together, yields or does not yield result is not the point. It's about perception. Politics is now particularly more about perception. Dr. Itnal, would you agree that the perception that is being created is that we detest each other, but what to do, we have to march together. But the point is, would you see it as advantage Congress? Dr. Itnal.
See, as far as JDS-BJP alliance is concerned, most of us, even the voter, knew that, the word that you used is marriage of convenience. Because JDS and Kumar Swamy and Devegowda have hobnobbed with all parties in the spectrum. Whether it is in 2004 with Dharam Singh, subsequently with Yediyurappa, or again with Siddaramaiah's Congress very recently. And never in the history, this alliance, whenever fallout happened, it never ended, decently. It always ended ugly. Whether it was with Dharam Singh or Yediyurappa or Siddaramaiah's Congress.
Right.
The coalition of JDS always ends ugly, that you know. And did Kumar Swamy know that Pritam Gowda is a BJP member or not when entering into alliance? Of course he knew.
Of course he did.
So when BJP and JDS alliance together, they go on a Padyatra, does he expect Pritam Gowda to be aloof? Obviously not. But the point here is Pritam Gowda had been very vociferous against Gowda family. He was talking very loudly against the family's stronghold about the party and politics and even corruption case and all that. Now, last week, a few days ago, when Pritam Gowda came, he joined this Padyatra. There are slogans shouted saying, Pritam Gowda is the Gowda of Gowdas. So that did not go down well with the Kumaraswamy supporters, and that created a huge scene in the Yatra there. Having said that, this may not really be advantage Congress, because even a common man would ask, why is Siddaramaiah on the streets today?
Right.
Easy again. So when he was on the street last, it was to oppose Reddy's mining scams in Bellary. So there was an objective. He was opposing certain corruption. Now, what is he doing now?
Yeah, that's what,
Is
you
it
know.
defend?
Yeah.
Is he defending his? Is he defending the charges of
Dr.
JDS?
Itnal, you've nailed it. You know, when I climb on, yeah, complete it, but let me add this. When you climb onto the rooftops and say, I'm innocent, you are the one who's a culprit, I'm innocent, you are a criminal, we know. Go on.
So now, if at all he wanted to defend, there was an opportunity on the floor of the House. It is his government, he is the speaker, denied debate on the same issue. And now you are shouting on the rooftop in the streets. No, whatever Siddaramaiah is saying on the dais today, the same thing he would have told on the floor of the House on record.
Yeah.
And he missed that bus.
Right.
And willfully. And now he's fighting here. And
Right.
what is he saying? I'm seeing a very totally new Siddaramaiah today.
Right.
Siddaramaiah never took shelter on others' corruption cases, on the case of opposition.
Yeah.
Today he's saying, Yadurappa has done it, BJP has done this, Kumaraswamy has done this.
Yeah, I want to ask, yeah. Professor Chambi Puranik, I want you to come into the debate because I'll then run out of time and I will not be, you know, fair to all of you very, very erudite gentlemen here. Professor Puranik, Dr. Itnal, what he said is my story. I also feel today's, you know Siddaramaiah well, you've known him. Somewhere.
5 decades.
Huh? Oh, wow.
I know him for the last 5 decades.
Lovely, Professor. I'm saying they went to Delhi, who? Siddaramaiah and DKS. I think they've been told by the Congress leadership, go and scream about your innocence, because this seems to be, this time around, you are stuck badly when it comes to MUDA. Do you think that Siddaramaiah has been backed into a corner, sir?
Definitely. Sudha, I agree with both Arun and my friend Etnar. They're the same point, which I wanted to mention. He has mentioned, the same Siddaramaiah allowed a discussion, a detailed discussion, and rebutted it on the floor of the House about that Valmiki Nigama, that kind of whatever scandal, the money laundering and all that. But I think, very cleverly, or I don't know, intentionally, he did not allow a debate on this MUDA issue. That itself shows he was on the back foot. That I think Mr. Etnal has clarified it. I will not go into it. But second thing is, you see, for the last 45 years, 42 years, there is not a single allegation against Siddaramaiah. He has been very clever, very, shrewd in avoiding such controversies and all that, which is true. That he has today in the speech is mentioned, he does not own a house in Mysuru and all that. I know he sold his 1 or 2 houses to meet the whatever loan commitments and all that. So I think, from that point of view, I was safe. Till recently, he was not accused of any such lapse or case, serious case. But in this case, Sudha, the point is very, very surprising. In 2001, the same land, survey number 464 with the 3.16 acres, see, that particular thing is already declared as denotified and taken by MUDA. And in 2000, I think in 2010, that particular land is bought by his brother-in-law. That means technically and legally, there are problems where Siddaramaiah, perhaps, in spite of all this demonstration today and the defense and the public kind of support, he was 3 times today he mentioned namaskara, namaskara to the crowd to say that I need that. So that means there is a kind of whatever disturbance in his mind, that there is going to be a very serious thing. Second thing is about the role of the governor. Governor is going to give permission or not. That perhaps is also hunting on him. So therefore he wants to get the public sympathy and support.